Ever wondered about the secretive nature of the FBI and its alleged involvement in targeting civilians? Well, you're not alone. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, known for its covert operations and clandestine activities, has been at the center of numerous controversies. Many believe they've targeted civilians under the guise of national security. Welcome to the Curious Culture Club, where we explore the unexplored. Today we're peeling back the layers of secrecy surrounding the FBI. Let's dive into some specific cases, shall we? The COINTELPRO program, a dark chapter in the FBI's history, targeted civilians based on their political beliefs. This cryptic acronym stands for Counterintelligence Program, a covert operation initiated in the mid-20th century. It was a time of heightened political tension, and it seems the FBI took it upon themselves to monitor and disrupt what they deemed as subversive activities. COINTELPRO's target list was wide and varied, from civil rights activists to anti-war protesters. Prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr. found themselves under intense scrutiny. But it wasn't just the famous who were targeted. Ordinary citizens whose only crime was expressing dissent found themselves under the gaze of the FBI. The circumstances surrounding COINTELPRO are shrouded in secrecy. Even today, we're left with more questions than answers. How far did the FBI really go? How many lives were affected or even ended due to this operation? There's a great deal of controversy, with allegations of illegal activities, harassment, and even assassination plots. The FBI itself has been less than forthcoming. Despite some documents being released, official admissions about the full extent of COINTELPRO remain elusive. This lack of transparency only adds to the intrigue and fuels the conspiracy theories that continue to swirl. But COINTELPRO isn't the only case. As we delve deeper into the FBI's secret list of assassination targets, we'll uncover more chilling stories, each one a testament to the unseen threat of unchecked power. Fred Hampton, a prominent Black Panther member, met with a mysterious end. On December 4th, 1969, Hampton was found dead in his Chicago apartment during a raid conducted by the Chicago Police Department. The official report claimed that Hampton's death was the result of a shootout, but evidence later suggested otherwise. Ballistic tests contradicted the police account, and eyewitness testimonies claimed that Hampton was sleeping at the time of the raid. Over the years, questions have swirled around the circumstances of Hampton's death. Many believe that the FBI, under its controversial COINTELPRO operation, had a hand in it. Theories suggest that Hampton was drugged before the raid, rendering him unable to defend himself. Others question why Hampton, a community organizer, was targeted so fiercely by law enforcement. The controversy surrounding Hampton's death continues to fuel debates about the FBI's alleged involvement in targeting civilians. Fred Hampton's case is just one example. There are others that are equally intriguing. Leonard Peltier and the Ruby Ridge incident are two more examples that question the FBI's motives. Leonard Peltier, an activist with the American Indian movement, was convicted in the mid-70s for the murder of 2 FBI agents during a shootout on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. However, the case has been clouded with controversy, with critics arguing that Peltier was targeted due to his activism and that his trial was riddled with prosecutorial misconduct. Documents have surfaced over the years, suggesting that the FBI may have manipulated key evidence. Yet, despite numerous appeals, Peltier remains in prison, a symbol of what many perceive as the FBI's overreach and lack of transparency. The public reaction to Peltier's case has been mixed, with some viewing him as a political prisoner and others as a convicted killer. Now, let's shift our focus to Ruby Ridge. In the summer of 1992, an 11-day standoff occurred between the FBI and the Weaver family at their remote Idaho cabin. What began as a failed undercover operation to arrest Randy Weaver escalated into a deadly confrontation, resulting in the deaths of Weaver's wife and son and a U.S. Marshal. The Ruby Ridge incident sparked a nationwide debate over the use of force by federal law enforcement. The public outcry was immense, with many condemning the FBI's aggressive tactics. The incident led to a Senate hearing and drastic changes in the FBI's rules of engagement, yet it remains a contentious point in the FBI's history. Both the Peltier and Ruby Ridge cases demonstrate the murky waters that surround some of the FBI's operations. The lack of transparency and clear-cut evidence in these cases has led to a public sentiment of distrust and suspicion towards the agency. It is clear that these incidents are not simply black and white, but are mired in shades of gray. Legal consequences, trials, and investigations have followed in their wake. But the truth seems to remain elusive. These cases leave us with more questions than answers. So, what do these cases tell us about the FBI and its operations? Well, they paint a picture of an organization operating under a shroud of secrecy, with actions that have raised more questions than they've answered. From COINTELPRO's covert actions against domestic political organizations, to the untimely demise of Fred Hampton, to the controversial situations surrounding Leonard Peltier and Ruby Ridge, the common thread here is a lack of transparency. But why should this concern us? Because when organizations like the FBI operate in the shadows, it can lead to a loss of public trust. It can lead to speculation, conspiracy theories, and a sense of unease about what's being done in the name of national security. So we have to ask, is there a need for more transparency and accountability in our intelligence agencies? Should there be a clearer picture of what's happening behind closed doors? Do you think there should be more transparency and accountability in intelligence agencies like the FBI? Share your thoughts in the comments below.